Steve Pitt. Hey, Steve Pitt here. Now we're going to go over something about Trump's corruption. Oh, he has a lot, but I heard the latest one that came on TNT. So far, I closely hasn't got onto it, but let's get on it. Here's a brief look on interest corruption. June 1st, 2021, early this week, Trump administration has given a no-bid contract to a firm tied to a long-time supporter of the president to clean the Lincoln Memorial Flashing Pool since the work was completed. The pool has algae bloom and turned over all to green. And I was going to say is that little stunt that the Jay Purdue put on one former Olympian, calling him down his pool, was when there's evidence, and his attorney was asking for a transcript to the indictment hearing. Obviously backed off, but all the orange turd ended up had a little fit about it. Okay, here's another thing. Revealed that the taxpayer dollars will fund the cost of the White House bathroom. White House ballroom. Despite earlier assertions of the president that private donors will pay for the constructions. Oh yeah, it was going to be a big, beautiful bunker on the bottom, underneath it. Goddamn. Here it is, June 3rd, Peter Novel, the president's senior counsel for trade and manufacturing, intervened to secure a C2 $620 million Pentagon loan to Vulcan Entertainments, a small North Carolina startup, about 3 months ago after Donald Trump Jr.'s venture capital firm took a stake in undisclosed size. May the 1st, U.S. first Air Force signed contract by the interceptor drones from Paris, company backed by Donald Trump Jr. and Eric Trump, or at Uday and Kursay Trump, raising conflict and interest concern of the Trump family continued profit from defense deals. April 30th, 2026, Trump's sons took a stake at a construction firm that merged with a mining company days after it secured $1.6 billion in government backing for a Kazakhstan Texas project, raising conflict and interest concern. Oh God, yeah, damn. Trump David a gift of wealth. So far from August the 20th, Trump family digital gift profit. What is that? $2,468,158,603. Trump total family wealth, gift wealth. What is that? 4,486,086,700,000. Trump family does grab profits from foreign interests. 643,456,456. Jesus Christ. Guy made bank of it. Thanks a lot, you fucking assholes who voted for that turd. Water pretext. The Democratic Staff Report, Committee on Oversight on Government Reform on House Repairs. Oversight Democrats. Yeah, we'll get on to it. I was going to put the whole thing on but give you a little cut. Commentary informed. Keep driving him forward, but critics appalled at the new details of Trump's corporate shakedown. I am trying to see how this operates in different from our class organized protection rack, and I see a little different. Oh God, I tell you. Trump's this goddamn fucking mobster in chief. Another film called President Donald Trump's attempts to shake down major corporate donors to fund his sort of vanity products, including destruction of his luxury White House ballroom and his president library. Yeah, according to General Trump's employer, a fundraiser named Meredith O'Rourke, whose job is to hound corporations sending money to the president's projects. O'Rourke's book is to continue the president. The general added that he asked her to updates on the progress in raking in corporate crafts almost nightly. God, I tell you one thing. Mary Trump says the guy has an empty soul and trying to get more money while he's fucking fading from his shitty life, his destructive lives of his. Trump asked O'Rourke what's compatible indoors, let's cut checks, what's happening, and how much. And the journalist said you have to ask her to make larger financial requests than she was planning for. Some donors asked for $55 million, for others $50 million. And the president gave her name to call off, including people who have recently met with her. According to people with knowledge of the call, the journal estimates that Trump has raised for $800 million from corporate donors to the second term, and the newspaper found it appear to be legal. No law prohibits the president to raise unlimited sums of money from nonprofits like the ones used for the ballroom and the presidential lobby, super PACs, or political issues committee. The general explained, for most people, these types of transactions, public disclosure or donors isn't required, or reporting or spending is infrequent. Regardless of the technical legality, many critics call the president's actions deeply corrupt, especially since many of his companies being shaken down for caps had business before the federal government. Donald Trump is the most corrupt president in the nation's history, wrote Senator Elizabeth Warren, Massachusetts, in reaction to the journal's report. Adam Silver, staff writer for The Atlantic, joked that Trump technically can't be bought because he is substance-based. You have to keep bribing him forever. Silver quipped. Eric Wanchway, historian of the University of California, noted that journalists reporting that O'Rourke sometimes tried to persuade corporate donors by telling them that the boss wants money, which is likened to mafia extortion. Guys, the boss wants this money, it's not fundraising. Well, Wanchway, it's a Piranha Brothers operation. Scott Horton, contributing editor at Harper's, made a similar analogy. I'm trying to see how this operation differs from a classic organized protection rap. Horton wrote, I see a little distinction. Amanda Culper, writer and editor at Protector Democracy, argued that Trump was the only party meaning criticism here as a corporate races who give interest and deserves the blame as well. If politicians sell excess and favor, CEOs aren't off the hooks, he said. Also, they don't get just to play. It's not a free pass to bribe and distort the corrupt economy. There are many legal tools to track that on private side and hold account for the end of these dirty deals. Yeah, here's Joe, my God. Why not? Boss wants my money. How corporate shake down. Yeah, this is Wall Street. We do almost every night in the White House. President called his fundraiser, mailed to Trump for an update. Asked what which company and donors have. Cut checks on what's happening and how much. He often asked her to make much larger finance requests than he was planning. Yep. This very important president, he asked me to call you and ask you. For days, O'Rourke has relied on the phone calls for companies persistently following up with them. In some calls, he referred Trump as the boss. He said the boss wants his money. In turn, called him for the prince of darkness because he is such a killer with donors, according to people who have heard his comment. SoftBank donated $50 million towards Trump's presidential library. Yeah, I don't think we're really going to see much of the library in 2036. Apple caused a check for $25 million towards this White House ballroom project, while Microsoft gave around $10 million and Amazon chipped in around $5 million, according to people familiar with the company's Meta platform. Regularly gave $10 million to Trump's aligned political committee. People familiar said of the top a millionaire donation to the ballroom and a prior 22 payment to the payment place in the library. Trump takes off personal control of the fundraising, and no sitting president has ever raised these amount of money for his pension. At the same time, the company has paid attention to the White House. Trump has got involved in regulating decisions which were made by independent agencies, drastically shifting the balance of power across Washington. This is Wall Street's bird. Yep, the boss wants the money. Melders Rotnick, the president's dog, carried out the dies wide hundreds of millions of copies for this project. This just me that he looks a little bit like the 40-year Brenda Strong. You know, from Desperate Housewives and recurring character as the Wallace Wonders on Seinfeld. Yeah. I'm going to go skip this. Job Ask Wars, which company? Yeah, this is probably getting redundant. Here's something. The man has been demanding large checks from companies at a range of political and legacy projects, telling it executive lobbyists that their competitors should give $25 million or $50 million. He sometimes offered donors special access. No laws, okay. Some of the money earmarked for special projects include the White House ballroom and the Freedom 250 Fund for the nation's birthday celebration. But Trump's have flowed use of the funds either way. But the president did thanking Trump here as a ballroom project said, "We have money left over and we'll use that for something else, maybe for arts or something, or they would come by." Oh yeah, well, you see how that damn Freedom 25 event looked. I think the Trump crime family has been skimming up the funds. Interviews with dozens of donors and lobbyists and Trumpites and others indicated staggering fundraising and influence operates as Trump as the center of it all. Then an outside spokeswoman for Trump said that it was laughable that work was ever been a comfortable request. Safran was asked to give $50 million. The oil company gave millions, but far less than the request amount. Several large lobbyists have to raise $50 million or more, according to clients for the Trump. I tell you what, I'm going to have to go about the. I'm going to skim through. You guys can freeze and take a look. Trump's stance on fundraising has drastically changed from when he first ran for president. In 2015, he was called political extremity, a scam, and he disavowed. His team sent letters to authorize super PACs that were supporting his election effort, asked him to return the money to donors. I'm self-funding my campaign, and I would not be controlled by donors' best interest lobby who has corrupted our politics and politics for too long, he said at the time. Mark Sort, one of the things, was definitely was like corporate shakedown like you see now. It's sad that the president during the first term didn't exactly see money from companies like with business before the government. The road was going on warm April evening. Some of the president's busy donors mingled with type White House aides and the president. Some of the guests, especially including the Oval Office. Have you ever seen anything like this said to one on the tour with people noise on the event said one business stood up where there was exclusive business Timothy Miller, who donated millions of dollars to Trump's cause, even to a form of solid gold or somewhat people say Mellon contributed more than 100 million to MAGA Inc. Trump's super. He got over toast and said Rose Garden test. Say he called Trump the greatest president in my life. He moved draw polite trial for the 400 executives who raid around him. Oh God, fucking asking. We'll walk around a fundraiser in Florida. It was part of that Trump's thing, and he was going on a flight of fame. Eric Trump, Susan Wiles, Steve Rickard, and Meredith O'Hare. Pictures there. Oh God. Pause so you can read it. I'm just going to do kind of run out of time. Well, I tell you what, if Kyle Lewinsky sees that, he'd probably say, "Oh my word," when you bring this up on his future podcast. Me, Jesus fucking Christ. And his base doesn't give a shit, care one bit. This is Steve Pitt signing out, and have you wish you a good day.